Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a foam katana. So let's get started. The first thing you'll need is a core. This core is white oak. If you can, try to make the grain go all the way up the blade. This will make a very strong core. The next thing you'll need is a 1/2 inch thick EVA foam floor mat. You will also need some templates. I made mine out of 1/8 inch plywood. Make sure the top one is smaller around the blade. For the hammer guard, cut out 2 ovals, one smaller than the other one. The first thing you need to do is get your biggest blade template and lay it on the EVA foam floor mat. With a Sharpie, trace around the edge. Do the same thing for the other 2 sides and the hammer guard. When you're done tracing it out, take it to your bandsaw and cut them out. Cutting on the inside of the line will give you the most exact replica of the template. The next thing to do is to hook up your fence and space it between the blade as thick as your core. Then run all your pieces through it, trimming off the rough edge. When you're done cutting off all the rough edges, take the core and trace it onto the middle piece and cut it out. Now you should have the middle piece, 2 side pieces, 2 handle guards, and the core. Now take your hot glue gun, apply a bead on the top of the foam middle piece, and push in your core. Then working down the blade, apply glue on the foam and press it to the core. Do this for both sides. Now it's time to glue on the 2 sides. First, take one side and trace around the edge, keeping the edge away from the blade evenly on both sides. Then apply glue on the foam and on the core, keeping the glue away from the edge, about 1/4 inch. Then take your side and press it down firmly. Do this on both sides, working your way up the blade. For the hammer guard, take the 2 ovals, stack them on top of each other, the little one on top of the big one, trace around the edge, and then apply glue, and press it down. Okay, now that the blade is done and the hammer guard, it is time to attach both of them together. First, lay the hammer guard with the small side down, and place the bottom of the handle on top of it. Center it and trace around it. Then with a knife, go ahead and cut that out. Cut on the inside of the line so the handle guard fits snugly. With a pencil, trace the blade onto the handle guard. And then from that line, apply glue on the foam handle guard and on the core. Now that the katana is done, let's move on to the handle. For the handle, cut 2 pieces of pine that are around 1/2 inch thick. Cut a 15-degree angle on it and round it over on the sander. To attach them, I like to use Gorilla wood glue. Take your wood glue, apply a wavy line on the core, and press your handle into it. Flip it over and do the same thing on the other side, and clamp it up to dry. When it's dry, we can make the bottom of the handle. For this, I like to use the middle of the middle blade that we cut out for the core. Then take the piece, lay it underneath the handle, and mark it. Then with a knife, cut out 3 of these. With one of these, trace the bottom of the handle on it and cut that out. After cutting it out, apply glue on the bottom of the handle and glue it on. Then glue on the other 2 side pieces. Over at the bandsaw, cut up the corners, and at the bell sander, sand off the excess. And here's the finished foam katana. This katana is good for doing drills or sword play. The handle is a little more complicated to make, but I think you can do it. If you found this video helpful, please consider sharing, and subscribing.